Hello, everybody. Welcome to Science Hunt and happy Technology Day. Today is 11th May, so it's National Technology Day. So, let me tell you why Technology Day is celebrated. It is celebrated in India. It is celebrated for achievements and contributions of Indians to science and technology. This day serves as a reminder of Indian breaking into the elite group of nations with nuclear weapons. So, this was the reason behind the National Technology Day. Also, I want to make two announcements in this video. The first announcement is the subscription of my channel. Many people have joined on my Discord server too, but I think so they haven't subscribed the channel. So I recommend to subscribe the channel if you like the channel, or you can just stay in the Discord server too. I have no objection. And the second announcement I'm going to tell you later when I end this video. Okay, so today's topic is the next step in computer technology and the next step in the space technology. So let's start with the next step, computer technology. The contents we are going to cover in the next step in computer technology are the current computer technology, upcoming computer technology, and the efficient computer technology. So let's start with the current computer technology. Current computer technology, I am going to cover two aspects, that is a network and a processor. There are many current computer technologies, but the most iconic and the noticeable current computer technology are the network and the processor. Network. As we know that today's network is really fast and speedy. We can do online calls, and so it creates a large global society. So many scientists tell that, or many huge and many wise people tell that the today's world is shrinking due to this internet. We are becoming more online than physical, but advantage is that it really avoids pandemic. We know that 4G and 3G networks are really common these days. I also use a 4G network now, but 5G network is really coming up. It has ultra low latency, it has uniform experience of the users, and it has massive capacity of the network. So coming to the processor, processor is in short form is known as CPU. In each and every computer, there is a basic controller known as CPU. It is a very integrated circuit made by a nanotechnology, and so it reduces the space. As we know, a mobile phone also has a processor, but you can see a size of a CPU that it is in the computer and a size of a laptop to a size of a mobile phones. Now these days mobile phones can do each and every task that a computer does. So processors now have fast RAM speed and they do not hang on heavy softwares. CPU is an integrated circuit which decreases the space on the earth, as I mentioned before. So now let's come to the future or the upcoming computer technology, as we have just seen the current computer technology. So future of computer technologies. As we have seen the current computer technology, the future of computer technology totally depends on the AI and the IoT. AI is nothing but artificial intelligence. As rightly said by Sundar Pichai, the Google CEO, in its Google I/O meetings, that AI, the Google is developing Google AI, and it will help in medical industry to detect 24 hours and 48 hours prior death and extra sickness of the patient. Google is developing eye retina scans which can detect the heart diseases, cancer diseases, and many more before 24 hours. This will help doctors to examine the patient really quick. The AI is also helping in the judiciary system for advising the judges. The current example of AI is the Google Assistant. It is a great AI software. Siri is also a great AI software. Also, Google is developing Google Assistant as it can speak naturally as a human speaks. So if you just tell a Google Assistant or an AI chatbot, just place an order from a Starbucks, then it will just call up the Starbucks and speak just as a human speaks to a customer or to a shopkeeper. So AI will be developed in various technologies, various fields, but the computer technology is currently the AI chatbot. So now coming to IoT. IoT is developed in automation of home, that is home automation. It will be developed in automated calls. Just I told in the AI that if you place an order in Starbucks, then there would be an automated call. So the connection of the speaking of your brain or from your mouth, the speech provided to the Google Assistant, that Google Assistant will decode that, and the IoT is helping the Google Assistant to connect to the phone. So IoT is the Internet of Things. So we can just tell that IoT and AI are interconnected. The upcoming, or we are just listening to these technologies that an automated car is going to come up. The automated car is nothing but the drivers would be just sitting reading a newspaper, and the car will go on its way without going on the footpath and hurting any other cars traveling on the same road. So this will help the IoT, this will help the people and many people around them. So now coming to the efficient technology, we have learned the current computer technology and the future computer technology. But how to use it efficient? Efficient computer technology. The efficient computer technology should have three aspects: the user-friendly softwares, strong and compatible hardwares, and knowledge of computers. The user-friendly softwares. Like what are user-friendly softwares? The one who is making a software should know that the people who are going to use the software should be interested to make projects on the software. Like it shouldn't be very case sensitive. If a person using the software makes a script error, like if it forgets to put a semicolon, a colon, or a bracket, then the software should recognize that and it should automatically correct the error. So these are user friendly software so that the people get more interested and put on their interests in the softwares, and the world will grow. Now coming to strong and compatible hardwares. Hardware should be strong and compatible always. So what is this word compatible? So compatible hardware means it should support the latest version of the software also. Like if you are using a Windows 10 computer and in that there is a Windows 10 but you have the hardware of Windows 7. So that's not a compatible hardware. Hardware should be always compatible. Hardware should be strong. So hardware shouldn't get destroyed or damaged by many destroying agents like the weather conditions or the extra flow of current. The one who is using this software and the hardware together should have the knowledge of computers. If one doesn't have the knowledge of computers, they will make many logical errors and the project may fail. So these three aspects are really important for the efficient computer technology. Now coming to next step in the space technology, we have completed our half technology day. So now let's come in the next step in the space technology. So the contents we are going to cover in the space technology is the current space technology and the future space technology. In the current space technology, we will start. In the current space technology, I'm going to cover the telescopes and the space stations. The telescope. By a telescope, we can see many faraway objects, distant galaxies, and distant stars. We can get a view of many galaxies. But for a stationary view, we need a space telescopes. The iconic example of a space telescope is the Hubble Space Telescope. The space telescopes reveal the hidden universe. The Hubble telescope is the largest and the most versatile space telescope. The Hubble telescope discovered the iconic Eagle Nebula, which we cannot discover by the ordinary telescopes. So now coming to the space stations. The current space station you know that is the ISS, the International Space Station. It is a living room for the astronauts from their missions from the Earth or from the Moon. They stay on the space stations which have a lot of things for the life support. The ISS is now orbiting the Earth and it is a stationary space station for many scientific and space experiments. It can view and study many space debris objects outside the Earth's atmosphere in the low Earth orbit. And it can also reveal many Earth's mysteries. Currently, ISS had just tracked the migratory path of many migratory birds also. So now coming to the future of the space technologies. The future of the space technologies is in the hands of sun missions and the manned missions. As we know in the Apollo 11 we had manned missions, but we want the manned missions to the Mars and other planets. So the manned missions will help people directly study the rock structure of the other planets and they it will help more to find the life on that planet. If the satellites have some drawbacks that the camera or it cannot have all the correct functions in the satellite. There can be sometimes there should be a rainfall there and there should be no power in the satellite. So it can happen, the fuel may run out. So all the time we don't have the proper signals from the satellite. So the manned missions are necessary and they would be happening in the future of the space technology. Sun missions. Now the sun mission is the mission close to the sun's corona. The sun's corona is the outermost atmosphere of the sun. The ISRO is working on the mission to the Lagrange's point. There are many Lagrange points between the Earth and the Sun. There are totally, I think, there are la 4 Lagrange points. And one of the example of this satellite which is going to the Lagrange point is the Aditya L1, that is Aditya Lagrange 1. It is going to be placed at the Lagrange point 1. At the Lagrange points, there is a equal gravitational pull by both the objects. So the sun missions will also help us study the sun as it is the closest star to us, and we can find many aspects that how the solar system was formed, how the sun was formed, and various like the sun's age and many key aspects. So we have today completed the two aspects of the space technology and the three aspects of the computer technology. So in the first time I had told you to subscribe my channel, and now also I'm telling you to subscribe my channel. I am really requesting you that our team Science Hunt makes wonderful videos on science, so it would be really easy for children to understand science. Today was technology day, so it was a very special video, and I had planned to be live on the Discord, but I think there was not a good response from the people. The second announcement I had to make was of the ISET. ISET is a YouTube channel. On that YouTube channel, I'm just going to present my PPT there, and it is on the Technology Day only on May 13. I have a discussion with the ISRO scientists like CM Nangrani. They are ex-ISRO scientists. So do join that. I would be sharing the link on May 13th on 5 p.m. So thanks for listening, and I hope that next time I think I would be live on Discord. And do join my Discord server. Thank you.